On today's video, I'm cycling all the way to near the airport. I'm going to a vegan restaurant, which is also a charity restaurant. During the day, they sell really cheap vegan food for 10,000 dong, which is about 38 cents. That's unbelievably cheap. What can you get for that in America or in England or in the West in general? A can of Coke, maybe? Not even that, I think. Anyway, this restaurant is in a district northwest of in Saigon called Tan Phu. There's quite a few vegan restaurants around this area, but what makes this special is the charity work. So during the day, as I said, they sell vegan food, which is really delicious for 38 cents. Unbelievable. What that consists of is rice and some tofu dishes, some fake meats, and some what can I say the word? Some vegetables. Quite a few people stared at me when I was cycling around this area. What, haven't they seen a foreigner before? Maybe it's just my complexion. Big, fat, bald, fat, white man. Yeah, I'm kind of curious for them. Very friendly people, just curious. Sometimes people come up to me and rub my skin. I'm like, it's kind of creepy. Yeah, like these old grandmas. It's like, ugh, oh my god. Actually, I know a couple of people who like grandmas. Kind of disgusting. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to cycle to this restaurant, check it out, and I'll tell more about what they do for their charity in a minute. But let's get to the restaurant first and have a look around. Yeah, it's a nice kind of leafy green area. There's always people around, either on bicycles, motorbikes, cars. Everyone's just going from here to there to there to here. What the hell? Yeah, crazy. Saigon never sleeps. Actually, what can 38 cents get you there in the West? Please leave a comment below. Anyway, we're at the restaurant now. Chay, 10k, 10,000 dong, 38 cents. See that? All those little bags there? That's for the homeless. What they do, they feed the homeless people. I'll tell you more about it in a second. That's called Chay there. From pointing to picking to packing or to your plate, less than 1 minute. What you do, you just point to what the various food items, what you want. It's the ultimate fast food in the world. Look at that size of that, 10,000 dong for that. Anyway, I'm going to cycle home, bring the food back to my place, cycling down this place. Anyway, what that restaurant does, as I said, they sell food for 10,000 dong, and then in the evening they hand out food for free to homeless people and poor people all around their area. Actually, no, I know the owner's sister. She also has a little vegan restaurant in another district called District 7, which is pretty south from here. This one's near the airport. And then she has a brother who also has a very similar vegan restaurant given to the poor in district, I can't remember, it's kind of near the airport too. So I've been to two of the other restaurants. What a nice family. Anyway, look, there's lots of people there in their cars or on their motorbikes, going, God knows where they're going. Everyone's just busy here in Saigon. Kind of relax, please. Can't you do that? Anyway, yeah, traffic jam. People like to cut in front of me. They hate going behind bicycles. If you ever come to Saigon, you'll experience this. These are busy roads. Anyway, if my memory serves me correctly where I am, I kind of know where I am. We're kind of near the canal. And on that canal, I'll explain about that canal in a minute. Literally, wherever you are in Saigon, there will be a vegan or vegetarian, local Vietnamese vegan vegetarian restaurant near you within 5 minutes of walking. Some restaurants are 24 hours, believe it or not. Some restaurants are only open on the weekends, believe it or not. Some are really cheap, like that one, and delicious. Some are super expensive. Some of these are so-called high-end restaurants. They have carrot flowers on your plate. So if they have a carrot and they sliced it up to make it look like a flower, and they're going to charge you 10 times as much for the food, get out of there. Anyway, we come to the canal. There's a nice little temple, pagoda there. And there's a little Chay restaurant, vegan restaurant nearby, which I've been to many years ago. Check it out again. Yeah, this canal was kind of stinky back in the day. When I was cycling around here about 20 years ago, it used to stink badly, but they've done it up, and the roads were really awful back then. But yeah, they spent a lot of money dredging the canal and making a nice new road. No, it's a good cycling route. But this place used to have a lot of weird-looking cafes, and the cafes had lots of young girls in short skirts serving dirty old men their coffee. I think that's all they were serving. They might have been serving them something else, if you know what I mean. Dirty bastards. But not only have they cleaned up the canal by dredging it, they cleaned up the whole area. They got rid of this kind of creepy looking cafes. Some of those girls looked underage, to be honest. But saying that, some of these girls here, they look about 15, but they're about 30 in real life. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Yeah, but they do look young here. I'm always shocked when I ask my customers their age. When I'm thinking they're about 15, then they go, no, 25. I'm like, what the hell? In a second, we're going to come up to another street. As I said in other videos, there's a street for every. There's a second-hand drill street, there's a nappy street, there's a houseplant street, there's a tobacco street, there's a flip-flop street, there's a clothes shop street, there's a second-hand motorbike street, there's a second-hand bicycle street, there's a brand new bicycle street, there's a big glass pot street. Kid you not, there's a street for everything. In a second, we're coming up to what should I call this street? Second-hand junk street. On the street, literally, they're selling old crap. But amongst all that old crap, there's probably some hidden antique gems. There's probably a Rembrandt or a Picasso there hidden away. Yeah, strange. The district we came from was called Tanfu. There's a lot of vegan restaurants around there. And the district we are in now is probably coming into District 3. District 3 is kind of a wealthy area. Yeah, we're coming up to that junk street soon. Just around the bend here in a second. Yeah, on the outside lane, that's the cars. Middle lane is for cars and motorbikes, and the inner lane, which I'm on now, so motorbikes, bicycles, example. Motorbikes are not allowed in the outside lane. If the police catch you, that's a big fine. So yeah, be warned. If you've ever come to Vietnam, you've got to ride a motorbike, don't go on the outside lane. Police catch you, coffee money for them, easy. So yeah, come around the bend. We're going to come to crappy junk street selling shit, Tic Tacs, another crap. Yeah, we're going to see the first stuff. People on the pavement selling crap. Today's Friday. There we go. Look, some crap there selling. I should have slowed down to see what they're selling. Selling from like knickknacks, paintings, second-hand kettles, stinky old, probably stolen flip-flops. Look, that guy there selling knives, kitchen knives, all second-hand. This guy's probably selling watches and other crap. Yeah, look, selling crap. On Saturdays and Sundays, the whole pavement is packed with people selling shit. Absolute shit. But you never know. If you know your antiques, you should come here, have a look. You might be lucky and find something really old and expensive. Yeah, there's some bins there, and it fucking stinks. Stinks like the old canal did back in the day, 20 years ago. On this side, we actually went past 2 vegan restaurants on this canal. It's maybe about 3 miles long. On the other side of the canal, there's another 3 or 4 vegetarian restaurants. And that's one long street. Saigon must have thousands, literally thousands of vegan restaurants, from little stalls selling banh mi to high-end restaurants with their carrot flowers selling overpriced noodles. Yeah, anyway, I don't know what that is there, some government building, but more crap they're selling. This part is always busy with people buying second-hand junk shit from the street. Look at that, more crap there. All that stuff, look, there's painting there. Yeah, maybe slow down the video if you want to have a look. We're coming up to where they sell really old bicycles, probably bicycles which were thrown away. Like more crap for sale there, clothes or something, more crap. More junk, selling junk. All this stuff has to be thrown in landfill in England. Vietnam, they don't throw away nothing. Everything gets recycled. Even your cans of Coke and your old plastic bottles, recycling, they get recycled. Literally, there'd be old people, poor people as well, on their bicycles going around, picking up cans, metal cans and plastic bottles for recycling. They get some money out of it. I think for 1 can they get 200 dong. So 5 cans is 1,000 dong. Don't ask me in cents. It's literally nothing, but you know, it's a train track. It will pay for their food. Anyway, we're coming to near the end. Anyway, we're going to go taste test the food. Are you ready? Here we go. I got this dessert. It was absolutely delicious. The owner's mum, she gave to me for free. What a lovely person. Love these people. So generous and so friendly. To be honest, that's one thing Vietnam and Saigon is lacking. Desserts. Vegan desserts. And products like crisps and chocolate. There's so many restaurants selling rice and noodles and breads and stuff. Where the fuck are the chocolate bars for vegans? Where the fuck are the everything else, like crisps? Where? And desserts like jellies.
10,000 dong. In dollars, unbelievable. So cheap. Non-profit vegan restaurants like this, there's a few around Saigon. Amazing. Gotta love Vietnamese for this. Amazing vegan Vietnam.
Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.
Delicious. Lemon flavour. So delicious. This vegan restaurant gives to poor people in the evenings for free. They go around on motorbike.
Amazing vegan Vietnam.